Welcome to another episode of Ankle Sore and our new weekly series, The Off-Season, Episode 2. Footy never stops, well at least footy talk. And while you're watching this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Also comment down below as we'd always love to hear your thoughts on our thoughts. You may have also noticed we now have a thanks button under the videos now. So if you'd like to continue our support channel, we'd really appreciate it. We've already had some loyal subscribers donate via the thanks button, so we'd just like to say a huge thanks. You know who you are. And let's get into it. Let's start with the first subject, and that's Callum Mills hurting his shoulder during Mad Monday. Should he lose his captaincy? Because that's been the talk.
No.
No?
Absolutely you should.
Okay, no, go.
Why? So he was mucking around. He's a human being, mate. He's having a bit of fun. Shit happens. He hurt himself.
Captain of the football club. He's going to miss half next year.
Most of next year.
Most of next year.
Yeah, that's. He should be punished, but to take the captaincy away.
What is the punishment? Are they giving him a punishment?
No punishment.
What do you think?
Take the captaincy away. That's not a captain.
No, I don't think take the captaincy
Yeah,
away.
no, I agree.
I do.
But what's the punishment? How can you punish him?
You know what the punishment is? Getting Taylor Adams. That's the punishment.
Well, they had to get Taylor.
No, that would have been
They
happening.
didn't
We'll
have
talk
to.
about that.
They
But
didn't have to. But I reckon take the captaincy off him. I reckon that's. I don't see Pendlebury, Bontempelli, Darcy Moore, any of these.
But it was.
Max Gine. I don't see. It doesn't matter.
They were doing something. They were stuffing around, and he's dislocated his shoulder badly. And
So
that could have happened mowing the lawns.
That's what I'm saying.
but it didn't.
But it didn't.
What
Yeah.
happens if his kid was running to him and
And he
goes
dived
to-
because across the road or something.
Okay, well that's legit. But mucking around and pulling 9 months.
You know, if this was his second, if done this again, or he does it on a regular basis, stupid stuff, and gets injured and whatever, then I think, you know what?
He's a clean skid.
Yeah,
He is, but
I don't think
captain.
it
It was an
This
accident.
is my point.
It wasn't. Yeah.
My point is, he hasn't put a step wrong since I can remember. You can't take the captaincy off because
Yeah, and I also think the act was. He wasn't like.
It was silly though.
Yeah, but he wasn't at
I know
a
what
pub.
you mean. Yeah,
in a
they
pub
were.
Fight.
Well, they're at Mad Monday, right? So
in
they're
a
probably
private-
drunk, or else they wouldn't have
They were
done
in
it.
a private room, but he wasn't. From
Well-
all reports, he wasn't carrying on. He wasn't being a public menace. It's
But what are you doing wrestling on the ground? Look, what are you doing? How old are you? 8
wrestled
years
before?
old? When I was 8 years old, not when I'm bloody captain of a
well, they
football
were
club.
probably trying their wrestling moves out.
I don't.
I'm sorry.
So you
Yeah, I'll take it off him.
and then just what
No
he
worries.
resumes as
So in 2015, Jack Rewalt was in the leadership group at Richmond. He had to fight his way back into it. Triple premiership player now. You got to set standards, mate.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
not good enough for me. That's
I agree that there is
standards.
Yeah, no
and there's
doubt.
also, a possibility that could happen. I recken it depends on how it happened.
Well, what do you think?
Well, do you
No, I
think,
don't think he should. I agree with you.
Yeah.
should he have been doing that?
Mad Monday.
Do we know exactly what they were doing, though? Do you
Yeah,
know what I
Wrestling-
mean?
Oh, wrestling. Mucking around
Okay,
wrestling.
Mad Monday. If they're
Well,
not
they're not
entitled to
allowed to
loosen
do-
up, then
Well,
they're
yeah,
not allowed to
Jordan De Goey was on a motocross motorcycle yesterday.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
he goes over a bump there and breaks his leg.
Oh, that's the end of his career.
That's
I
what I
guarantee.
mean.
I promise you. It's probably written in
I
his
get
contract.
these players can't go surfing. I
They
get
can't do
that.
it.
I
They still,
get that.
but they still do that.
They
That's
still
That's
do.
the problem.
Oh, look, I'll say this. Mad Monday, they're always going to have a bit of fun and they're going to probably have a few.
So you're John Longmire. You're going to go, good on you, mate. Well done.
John Longmire, he's going to have a crack. Of course he's going to have a crack.
So do you take the captain
No.
off him?
No, I don't think so.
That's a bit harsh.
I don't think so.
Fair enough. All right.
Aaron Naughton, 8-year contract. Gentlemen, thoughts? Firstly, I'll go first.
This is laughing.
Boyle reports, and again, we talk about Boyle reports. It's
That's all we
what
can
you
go
read
by.
on, all
that's
the social outlets, the credentialed ones as well, not just the blokes that want to make up stories. And there was opposition rival clubs that offered him 10 years.
10 years.
No
Sydney-
way.
Sydney
Yeah.
off him 10 or 11 years.
They announced the club, did they? There was two clubs.
Someone said Sydney.
Are you serious?
So, if a player let's talk about Aaron Naughton. I'm not talking of a player like
Yep.
anyone like of a higher. Aaron Naughton comes and says Sydney's looking at 10, and what do you do? Well, I've seen many football clubs lose better players than Aaron Norton.
Way
I'd be
better.
saying, see you later.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
if you
I'd be
want
saying
10,
go for
enjoy.
it.
Thanks for your time.
So what are you offering us for Aaron Norton? I'd be saying straight up.
That's exactly
not
right.
sign him to an 8-year deal.
That's exactly
Are
right.
they all right?
Now,
8 years.
having said
I know,
that,
I know.
on the other, I've heard conversations, and this is just not speculation. Like there's no amounts. No one knows if it's $1 million, it's $200,000,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So 8 years is fine if it's a lower amount, if that makes sense, right?
Could be back-ended too, or it could be
Yeah, we
front-ended.
don't know. We don't know. So we don't know
So
those
if they
details.
secured him for a good deal, say 500 grand, that's a bargain, right? Because that's going to be the average wage.
500 over 8 years.
Yeah,
$4 million.
Jeez.
that's a bargain. The salary cap's
what
going
would he
up
be on
13%
per year now?
next
Can I
year.
just say something? I don't
About
think it's a
that.
bargain for a bloke who can't kick.
Hang on.
Do you know
A bloke
football-
that's been playing in the wrong
Let me,
spot
let
too.
me, let me
Wow.
explain something, and you'll say he should be getting more. Next year, it goes up 13%. Okay, the average wage will be over 450,000. Average for a donkey that doesn't even get a game. This guy plays every week. It's a bargain.
Nat Nui
At
would've got
500.
paid that.
At 500, but it could be $1 million for all I know.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Yeah, exactly.
But the term of
surely
8
it's
years,
not-
he's the highest.
surely it's not 8
He's the
million.
longest
Oh, my
contracted player in the AFL now.
Yeah, he's past Nick Blakey.
Yeah,
Is that
Nick
true?
Blakey was the highest with 7. He's
Are
got
they? What? Can someone explain to me how can you give this bloke an 8 year? I don't care what he's getting. I don't care if he's getting $2.
He's not.
I don't understand.
He's not
huge
worth
fan.
holding on to for.
He can't kick, Ange.
No, and he's a centre half back for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that too.
But again, it comes
And
down
his kicking
to
shows it. Well, not really, because a good centre half back will hit targets.
it comes back to
You see, and that's right. Maybe they will play him centre half back because
no chance.
Jordan Croft comes in, who's another tall, high flying. Jordan Croft, father
Is that
son.
Colin Croft's son?
Matthew Croft's son.
Not Colin Croft?
Yeah, he'll come in father son. He's a 200 centimetre high flying
Okay.
forward. He
Like-
joins
like-
Jamari Ugle-Hagan and Darcy.
Darcy.
There's no room up for Naughton.
Well, Darcy isn't the answer just yet. He's going to take 3 or 4 years
but
to go.
Darcy's
Same
the
with this
future.
kid. Darcy who? Luke Darcy.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
Darcy's
Darcy.
son. Nah,
Sure.
look, I mean, well,
You know
that's
what I'm saying.
speculation. Yeah, I agree. But whether he comes good or not, like he looked good
Well, you
in
don't
his
know.
first season.
Yeah, he did.
Look, I don't know. I wouldn't be signing Aaron Naughton for
No
8
chance.
years.
It's certainly overs. The years.
No,
we don't
the
know what the
Years, yeah,
price
we
is.
don't know how
chance.
much. But you wouldn't
I
want
wouldn't
to
be
be
paying anyone. I wouldn't be contracting anyone for 8 years. Yeah, we know contracts can be broken.
Yeah,
I still,
but even still,
I still wouldn't go. Not with him. Are you
is it
serious?
security just for them?
Not when contracts can be broken.
How old
though.
is he at
What
the
sort
moment?
of
How old is he
security
right
are they
now?
looking at?
23.
23, 24.
He's
You
only
think he's
23.
older, don't you?
Yeah,
I think
because
he's
he's played
older.
since he's 18, 19.
He plays like he's older.
plays
if that
older,
makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well,
help
that's interesting. But anyway, I don't know.
So we also had last week Clayton Oliver. Well,
Will
the
he or
question
won't
was,
he be traded? Yeah.
was he going to be traded?
He wasn't ever going anywhere. You know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
It was a debacle.
absolute debacle. But when the speculation was going, I'm like, who cares?
Oh yeah, I know.
So I said, I think
we were
I even,
having talks.
I even said to you, I
discussions.
said, Clayton Oliver, yeah, Melbourne should be asked, okay, do you want Nick Dacos, Darcy Moore, and Jordan De Goey? Yeah, I'll take that for Nick. Everyone's
Melbourne,
tradable.
yeah.
Everyone
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
AFL is tradable for the right price, right?
Yep.
Of course.
If you're willing to pay overs or whatever you want to, like, you know, when some of these journalists and commentators go, they're untouchable. No, they're not. No one's
No one's
untouchable.
untouchable at the right price.
At
No
the
one
right
is.
price, not one person is
But you know what? To
untouchable.
be honest, my
I
opinion.
know you didn't care all week because I kept talking to you. You go, Angel, I don't care.
You know why? See ya.
Yeah.
See ya. Oh, you know my thoughts on him.
Hang on.
It was the biggest
You know my thoughts.
pre-trade
But
week.
you know my thoughts on him, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but was the club trying to trade him or did he want out?
I reckon neither.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
It was
like,
all, it was
I'll tell you what I think it was.
someone's
smokes and
just-
mirrors.
Smokes and
What
mirrors
did
behind the
Travis
doors.
Cloke say?
Smokes and mirrors behind the doors or something.
I think this was a complete ploy by Melbourne to get a cracker up Clayton Oliver's backside.
Yep.
Possibly.
Because the room, or it wasn't a rumour, it came out that apparently he treated staff poorly.
Really?
He treated teammates poorly.
Was that-
and he needed to turn up to training in better conditions.
Was that
It tells
when
me
he was-
turned up inebriated
Yeah.
or whatever
Was
else.
that when he was missed all those 12 weeks? Like he was.
I guess so.
There was more
But
to it
those
than just
three
an
things
injury.
came out
Yeah,
last
yeah,
week
yeah.
as what So has Melbourne gone, let's get a cracker up this bloke and let's just
possibly.
put it out that we're willing
Quite
to trade him.
quite possibly.
And then Clayton rings back and says, I don't want to be traded. What are you doing? I said, well,
Well, here's your last chance. Like,
Here's your last chance.
Kind of like what Collingwood did with the De Goey.
that's
Mate,
what I
this
think.
is your last
That's
chance.
what I think.
Yeah.
They were never going to trade him.
Probably not.
He was
And you
never
probably-
going to want to leave.
And that's what I said to
think
you.
it was orientated
when you
by
were saying it to me, I go,
Melbourne, or
Ange,
orchestrated.
I go, Ange, what do I say to you? Care factor?
Yeah, zero.
But at the end of the day, whether you want to be traded or not, if the club doesn't want you, you're gone. It's
that's
irrelevant,
obvious,
right?
yeah.
That's true. And if Melbourne were
To trade
seem
him,
to
yeah.
be doing what I just said, my theory, isn't that wasting everyone's time and not draft tampering?
Well,
But
No,
is
it's
it-
not draft
What's the
tampering.
word for it?
No, that's smart.
Well,
If you use on
you're
the right
wasting
person,
everyone's
because
time.
the
If it was
next,
never going to happen.
Yeah, but what they're trying to do is get the best out of him.
Basically trying to
but
say to
what,
him.
via the draft and trade.
No, they're basically trying to say
They
to
use
him.
it as a tool.
Well, that's fine.
Well, they're
There's
basically
no law
trying
against
to
it.
say
it's
to him,
not.
if you're not gonna, perform or turn up,
We'll
he's,
trade
Their
you
trade
out,
week's
yeah.
next week. Yeah.
that's all it was.
Okay, so maybe they were really trying to get an answer from him.
Maybe they wanted a commitment from him.
Exactly. Fair enough.
Maybe.
And incredibly, Tom Hawkins, was that today or yesterday? And Geelong
Yeah,
are
I
miles
heard it
apart in a
yesterday.
deal
I
to
heard it
play
yesterday.
next year. Like, have they offered him a contract?
I think they've offered him or thinking about it, but it's very minimal. It's like peanuts, like absolute bare minimum.
Fair enough. I've got no problem with that.
What, less than what he was on? Or
Yeah, much
is that what
less
they're saying?
because he's out of contract.
What do you think? Oh, I think fair enough. He's been great for them, and they've paid him. He's been paid well, and he's reciprocated
Absolutely.
in the way he's played.
Well,
so now
has-
it's
has he
time.
been
The club thinks, okay, we'll keep you, but you got to take a pay cut, mate. We can't keep paying you what you're
Fair
getting paid
enough.
because you're not going to be able to kick 60, 70 goals again.
But
That's
has
not
he
gonna
been?
happen.
Has he been paid well?
Oh, I don't
Well,
know.
Geelong
Because
don't pay
They
well.
don't pay. They don't pay well.
well, if he,
As in,
yeah, but if he's
They're
if he,
renowned for not.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
renowned.
yeah, I
for
know,
not
but
paying.
if he knows that, he would have known. He's been there forever. He'd know that.
yeah.
he's bought in on it
That's
over
right.
the years.
So
yeah, it's
why
not as if
now?
he doesn't know.
Yeah. So why now you
Okay.
come back? And go, oh well.
So-
yeah.
So the next question is, does he look 12 months at another club?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, it can.
does someone pick him
You
up?
said 4 minutes ago that everyone's tradable and there's
Oh yeah,
not
but
much
he's not
loyalty.
tradable. He'll just go and sign with whoever. Like
You sure it was 4 minutes ago?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
it looks like a
No,
bit,
he'll just sign with like he's out of contract, right? So he can go anywhere. Would anyone want him at 35?
Probably not.
Would Melbourne take him because they've got no tall forwards?
maybe.
Like, could that be? I don't know.
That's an
I'm
option.
just
That's an option
putting it
for
out
a
there.
year. But are Melbourne going to win the flag next year?
But
well,
with Hawkins in the
do-
square, it changes it up
changes
a bit.
for them.
And Melbourne aren't far off it still.
No. I agree with you.
Is
there,
that what their
absolutely.
problem was?
Probably
to win a final?
probably.
Yeah.
Funnily
Yes.
enough, they freed up a lot of money with Grundy leaving and Harms leaving. They said not that they're going to give it to Hawkins, but it could be something that they.
But I'll say this: Geelong are probably smart in that regard, whether they pay well or not. Soft tissues are starting to take up his
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah.
a lot.
Absolutely.
Yep.
He's starting
they
to get-
are. He had a lot this year, didn't he?
That's right. It's going to get worse, Ange.
Didn't play. How many games did he play this year?
Oh, I don't know, but
Oh yeah, he missed like 5.
and there's a couple of games. And when he did
15.
come back, he struggled.
Yeah.
Nah,
He
I've got no
did.
problem with Geelong, not wanting
Yeah.
to give him that much. You got to look after the footy club, mate.
Yep.
Yeah, fair enough.
And there you have it, episode 2 in the books. And let us know in the comments what hot topics you'd like us to discuss. And we'll see you in the next one.